Tails-A-Wagging family, Angela here with you-know-who, my super good friend, Philip. Say hi, Philip. So this week, Philip's mom said, hey, I think we want to work a little bit on some leash skills. So let's talk about leash skills with your puppy. Why is it so difficult? So first and foremost, let's understand that when we're walking our puppy, it's okay that when you're walking your puppy to understand that walking your puppy the first few months, it sucks. It is not an enjoyable process to go on walks with your puppy. Why is that? Because they don't yet understand how to walk politely on their leash. So it's important to understand that reinforcement drives behavior. So if you're walking your puppy and they're pulling on their leash and you continue to walk forward, you're essentially teaching them to pull on their leash. And if you continue to do that for weeks, and then weeks turn into months, and months turn into more months, and then, oh my gosh, they're a year and a half old, whoo! And then you call us and say, oh my gosh, my dog is pulling so bad on their leash. That's a tough habit to break. We can help you for sure, but it's a tough habit to break because you've been reinforcing a particular behavior for a long time. So we're gonna talk about today, when you're taking your puppy out, I want you to go out for time instead of distance, okay? So many of us think, I'm gonna take my puppy out, we're gonna go to the park, and we're gonna go all the way to the park, and we're gonna come back. I want you to get rid of that. I want you to go out for time. So think about going out for 20 minutes or 30 minutes instead of that's my shoe, instead of to a physical destination. Now the reason for that is because of the skill that I'm gonna teach you to do in just a minute. You're going to find that you're not gonna get very far. You're gonna find that you're gonna be lucky to get a half a block. And that's normal when you're teaching your puppy to focus on you, pay attention to you, and receive a lot of reward for paying attention. Notice over these past couple of weeks, what have we been working on so much with Philip? His settle, his focus, his impulse control, and paying attention to us. That's been very purposeful. It's really important that he knows that paying attention to the people in his life is a very important skill for him to have, so that when we get out into the world, he knows where to bring his attention to. Huh, Philip? Ah, buddy. Yes. All right. So when we're walking, Philip, let's go. It doesn't matter to me if he's on your right side or your left side. It's whatever's comfortable for you. I actually like you to practice on both sides. Thank you, Philip. Depending on the side of the street that you're on, depending on which side of the street your puppy's on, I like them to be, if Philip's on my right, chances are that the traffic's gonna be on my left, so that my puppy is the farthest away from the traffic if I'm walking on a sidewalk. I'm gonna keep my treats the closest to my puppy so that I can treat him this way, as opposed to, Philip, come away, come up this way. If my puppy was on my other side, Philip, come on over here. Over here, buddy. That's nice. I don't want to have to take from here and reach across my body. That's going to move my position, and he's gonna come out of a position for that. This way, come on. So if he happens to be on my right side, my treat pouch or my treats in my pocket, whatever that happens to be, if I'm using treats as a reward, if I'm using petting or praise, if I'm using a toy, whatever my reward happens to be. So when we start walking, we're gonna say, Philip, let's go. Good job, so good. I'm gonna reward him. Oh my goodness, you dropped a treat. Come on this way, hop up. We're gonna reward him in position. Good job, buddy, so good. Come on this way. If he starts to go too far ahead, I'm simply gonna do an about face. Nope, on about face. And I'm gonna go in the opposite direction. This way, come on, come on, come on. Good job. That's nice, buddy. gets too far ahead, he remembers that treat that I dropped on the floor. Go ahead and get it. It's okay. But if he gets too far ahead, I'm simply going to do an about face this way. And I'm going to reward him once he gets back into position. Thank you, Philip. And position is where his nose is about where my knee is. Right? Not too far ahead, not too far behind, but about here. I don't need him in perfect heel position, right? I don't need that. But if he's pulling too far ahead, he's not going to get yelled at. I'm just simply going to do an about face, and I'm going to walk in the opposite direction. Thanks, buddy. Good job. And reward him when he gets in position. So, when we're working on this skill, you can notice I didn't get very far, did I? Right? I made it a few feet, I had to turn around. I made it a few feet, and I had to turn around. So this skill is very helpful when you are on a street, in a driveway, on a sidewalk. I don't want you practicing this yet on a trail, because if you do an about face, chances are there's somebody right behind you, and your puppy's not yet ready to face that distraction directly behind you. So practicing in your yard, practicing in your neighbor's yard. Yes, good job. But our puppies need to be able to handle that in such a low level of distraction before we start to take them out and ask them to do it in a higher level of distraction. Should we try again, Philip? Okay, let's go. So he's on my left side now. I'm going to move that treat pouch. Oh, good job, Philip. What a good boy. That's much better. Rewarding him in position. Good job, Philip. Thank you. Oh, you're so good. You're so good. Oh, he's getting a little far ahead. I just do that about face. Thank you, Philip. Oh, we're getting a little bit far ahead. Come on, buddy. This way. Reward in position. Thanks, Philip. Good job. And remember, when you come to a stop, we want him to sit or go into a settled position. Thanks, Philip. So, you can see it's tough walking a puppy for sure. So, think about going out for time instead of distance, working on your focus with your puppy. Don't worry about reaching a destination, working on helping your puppy learn to focus on you, practice in your yard to start before you build up to more and more distractions. And Philip and I will see you next week.